Okay, guys. So if you just raise your hand so I know. Which one? Okay. Hello, can I just take your name?
And it's Shirley's from Business Mirror. With regards to your national costume, can you give us an overview of what it is and how will it help put the Philippines in a positive light for the Philippines?
Tagalog. Ano po yan? Paano po yung magiging design ng costume ko, tapos kung paano siya magiging positive light sa Pilipinas. So, kung bagay ang akin kasi is more pop culture kasi yung karalabas ni national costume ko is for sure pag nakita niyo siya magiging positive talaga yung magiging comment. Kasi nung time pa lang na pinag-iisipan namin sa topic yun, madami na kaming na parang siya, na sisikat ba tawag ba? Parang gano'n. So parang magiging kaharap siya sa Pilipinas. So ayun, so confident kami sa costume. Hindi siya totally yung nag-ano sa, hindi siya yung like yung parang like yung barong or gano'n na parang isa lang. Pero pang-culture na ako sa Philippines. So pag-ibig ko talaga ay Philippines.
I'm going a very different direction right now compared to my last item. I really don't want to share the details because I feel like there's a power of spontaneity if you want to see it on stage. However, what I can say is gonna associate to a slogan that is associated to the Philippines. It's one thing that I also can share. It's not gonna be a warrior theme this time. I want to step away from that. Because I feel like this international in itself is already very, brand in its own aspect when it comes to all the roles that they're doing activities. So I want to steer away from that, and I know actually we have the same designer. It's also Patrick, so it's going to be very. The standard is very high, and it looks different. It will be all perfect. Thank you.
Honestly, I've seen everyone's like his, and his, mine. Oh man, you guys gotta get ready for that. Oh, it's gonna be really good. Oh, that's all I'm gonna say. I'll just be honest with you. Okay, yeah.
This is your comment.
It's so good, guys. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. Okay, very different. Everyone has like their own unique taste. We're not like all gonna look the same. It'll be a nice touch of showing different parts of the Philippines. There's three major parts, right? So there's three major different costumes. Okay, thank you so much, Kate.
Actually, you know what? The hardest part for me is to keep my measurements the same because all these suits and all these costumes and all that, they're very meticulous. So we're not talking about just the normal suit of like your neck or something. They go really deep in the measurements. So and I really hope that in my schedule I can fit like all the activities so I don't look like, like a pressed sausage on stage or something too loose. So I really hope there's some buffer. Patrick, I know you're watching, so I hope it will fit.
Next question. Okay, next question. From our second media partner.
Hello, Arlene from Inquirer. I'd like to know what do you think are the qualities that your respective pageants are looking for in their winner, and why do you think you fit that category?
Well, relatively speaking, we just saw Dom Peru and Mr. Global, and he's from the Philippines. And a person also from the Philippines, I know that there's one thing that Filipinos portray, which is the resilience in all of our arts. And I bring to the stage the same resilience. I know there's a lot of skepticism to see if I can really win back to back, but I'm here to disprove that with my heart. Thank you guys.
I got a short message from the international organization, and if there's one word that I could summarize the entire question would be authenticity. Somebody who is himself. I know it sounds out of cliche, but I feel like in this world it's very important that, especially in pageantry, because there's a there's a pre-notion in joining a pageant where you want to fit certain criteria, and sometimes it may appear a little bit fake, may appear a little bit performative. So they take a huge value on being yourself this time. Of course, embodying all the modern qualities of gentlemen that is respectful, inclusive, and hopefully me. Yes.
Para lang po sa Mr. Cosmopolitan, ang hinahanap po kasi yung Mr. Cosmopolitan, lalo na yung team nila ngayon is gentleman with a noble heart. So for me po, yung pagkakaibigan po sa noble heart is yung tao o isang lalaki, or isang tao na meron siyang pure heart. So meron kasi dalawang klase ng tao na meron siyang pure heart tapos merong good people. So yung mga good people, sila yung mga tao na pwede silang minsan hindi silang good, pero minsan pwede silang good kasi ginagawa nila yun para magmukha silang good. Pero kung ikaw yung tao na meron kang pure heart, originally lumalabas na yung kabutihan sa sarili mo. And I think the Mr. Cosmopolitan, ito yung hinahanap na yung candidate na merong pure heart. So,
okay, thank you so much. Let's move on to our third leader partner.
Hello, gentlemen. Party here from TikTok. So yeah, good luck first on your upcoming competition. So my question is, in your journey to become an international title holder, so far, what is the hardest criticism you received, and what did you do to be a better version of yourself? Thank you.
Hardest criticism that I've received concerning my passion is that instinctively, right now, I don't look Filipino 100%, right? Like, you see me, I'm born and raised in Germany, so I get a lot, many comments that why him? Why not choose somebody who is 100% Filipino in his own essay? And I don't treat it as a criticism. I feel like any time I get a comment like this, me as privilege, because it gives me the opportunity to not just represent the Philippines, but also me as myself with everything that I am. And that also includes my German side. I feel like, I've been born in a household where both qualities have embedded in me. And my mother is beautiful. And she made really sure that I connect to my Filipino blood. So I wouldn't say it's the hardest criticism, because at the end of the day, I take it with grace. But so far, that would be it. Yeah, my heritage. Yeah, I take it with grace.
Similarly enough to where what Kirk mentioned, he may not look the part, can't speak the part, but I don't speak the native language of Tagalog. People might ask, hey, so you represent the Philippines, why don't you speak Tagalog or Filipino? My counter statement to that is that I actually do. People think the language here is Filipino, but I actually think the language that we speak is the language of love, through hospitality and showing others that we'll take in who comes in our way with the whole. And that's what I'd like to say to all the criticism that comes direction my way.
Bali yung sa akin naman po na criticism na natatanggap ko po is mostly about my communication skills, kung paano po ako sasagot sa mga interview and sa aking Q&A pagdating po sa Bangkok. And luckily, aside po sa criticism na yun is yun pala naman po. Kung may nakikita naman po ng ibang comments about my gender, tapos kung about sa may color and sa yung kit po ng physical dito po. So, mostly yung mga tao na good po sa comment na nagtatanggol po sa akin. And I'm grateful po sa kanila. Kasi kahit hindi ko po sila kilala, alam ko, nakikita ko po yung pagmamahal nila sa akin, yung support po nila sa akin. Right? Kaya mas nababawasan ko yung criticism na na-reveal ko kasi mas nag-ano ko sa mga tao na gano'n na nagbibigay ng support sa akin, remember sa akin sa journey nila sa Mr. Cosmopolitan.
Alright, thank you, gentlemen. Let's hear from our next media partner.
Hello, gentlemen.
I know you.
Hello. My question for you is, well, with the evolution recently in the nail polish industry, where would you like to see nail polish in the next 5 or 10 years?
I love this question. Okay, so to be honest with everybody here, I see the direction of nail pageantry really putting its mark into the industry here. I know that there's countless people that have messaged me and that I currently work with that have been inspired by some of the things I do on stage. And I know with that, the future is very bright as long as we can provide them the right tools, the right information, but also making sure they're in a safe environment to be in through pageantry. I think that's a huge direction. I think there's a huge untapped market that no pageantry can really go into, and I'm super excited to be a part of that.
I can very much relate to what Jetta just said to me because I'm getting every week countless DMs of people who are inspiring, also considering at least pageantry. And I think if you look back 10 years ago, today, the impact that male pageantry has back then, today, it's immense. So I think right now what we're doing collectively in the male pageantry scene, there's enough time for everybody. So if this passion will do well, it does good for the entire industry. So in that aspect, we're already doing the right things. So I would hope that it will continue this path where pageantry, male pageantry is aspiring young gentlemen to represent their territory or their purpose or whatever they want to put on the spotlight. Because at the end of the day, what we are doing is just exploiting ourselves on the stage, but it's for a greater cause. We're here to inspire people. There's only good for them.
Welcome po sila. Joke lang. So for me, gusto ko makita after 5 years yung main pageant is like parang sa Miss Universe. Diba pag sa Miss Universe, nagsasara yung mga salon? So sa main pageantry, nagsasara naman yung mga barbershop. Diba? Parang laban yung maklaw. So ayun yung gusto ko makita sa main pageantry after 5 years. So lahat, parang ano na siya, sa general na siya na susuportahan natin yung girls, susuportahan din natin yung boys. So not just in boys, but also support na natin lahat ng gender. Laban.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Moving on to our next media partner.
Hello, the question for Kenneth is that, kailangan po,
Sige mo, next week po.
Kasi ako ang magandang. Kahit po sa'yo, hindi na po katanungan sa'yo ang mass appeal. Gusto ko pag-manifest sa ating mga almost mga tao at mga manood. So, paano naman mapapakita yung presensya sa international stage doon po sa Thailand? And that's our question for you. And the question for Victor is that, sige, yun naman. Sorry.
Paano po ulit?
Paano mo makikita nyo ng presensya? Ito po ay malakas ang mass appeal.
Okay.
Gusto mo po ng masa. Paano naman mo mapapakita yung presensya sa international stage?
Thank you po sa question. Kumbaga yung ginawa ko po sa Mr. Pilipinas worldwide na before, na mas madami pong naka-appreciate yung performance ko ba, madami pong may sabi ko na parang idol nila o game ko lang sa mga tao nila kasi parang naging ganda influence ako sa kanila sa real pageantry. Yung gagawin ko naman po sa international ko is level up po mga times 4, times 3, mga gano'n. So, kung ano yung pinakita ko po na charms sa Mr. Pilipinas, gagawin ko din po compare sa akin sa international. Gagawin ko po yung best ko po para po sa Philippines.
Now, what is your promise for all the Filipino people that are waiting for your journey here at Mr. Global?
Promise is a lot, huh? Here's my promise. My promise is that when you see me throughout my journey in Thailand, leading into the big climax on the 25th, you look at me and you will be proud to be a Filipino. Because I take that spirit on the stage, and I don't care where I am or who I am, I will always take my heritage with pride. Because I truly believe that Filipino people, we are still underrated here, not just in Asia, but worldwide. And I think if I can put something, us, the spirit, on the main stage, that is good for everybody. So I want that people who support me feel the pride that I have to lead and have a show.
Alright, we'll just acknowledge the presence of the CEO and President of the Miss Universe Organization.
Okay, just quietly acknowledge his presence, okay?
Okay, moving on to the question. What promise can you, what promise can you give to the Philippine people on this upcoming international battle?
The promise I'd like to give to all those watching around the world, Filipinos, I'll give it my all. There's nothing else that I can really say because I work through faith, and through faith I know that that's how I can make my promise. The faith that you guys put in me, and that I put in all the effort that I can have. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Okay, moving on with our next studio partner. We have.
Hello. Good afternoon, my name is Kim from Central. So, since you will be competing in Thailand, the land of smile, right? So, what's one characteristic that you possess that you think will make us or the whole universe smile? Or joke na kaya? Hindi naman na. Sumunod Tagalogin ko.
Sige po.
Okay. So, di ba yung Thailand is nickname niya is land of smiles, di ba? So ano yung katangian mo na meron ka na sa tingin mo lahat ng tao sa universe or sa world ay mag-smile dahil meron ka nun? Ano yun?
Smile din.
Okay.
Kasi pag yes, superpower din ang smile. Kasi pag may tao kasi na may negative aura, tapos may tao sa loob, may isang tao sa loob na may positive aura na lagi nakasmile, parang nalilip up yung mood ng buong lugar o ng isang room. So, I think, pag nandun ka na sa lugar ng lagi smile, which is Thailand, so, more on, nakasmile ka din, smile person ka din, so more on mag-i-enjoy ka lang. So, madami kang matutunan about sa culture nila, and of course, pwede mo din i-share yung culture ng Philippines from them. So, smile lang.
So I actually worked and lived in Thailand for over a year. And one thing that I keep remembering myself at that time was food. It's a very simple answer. Because I'm a foodie, I don't know about it, but I really truly enjoy food. Because food is one of those qualities that everybody can agree on. Everybody, no matter how busy a schedule is, we can still find some time for us where we can sit down and enjoy the food. And I'm looking forward, I mean, of course, it's a great competition, but I'm also really much looking forward for just the basic, simple street vendors in Thailand. Just go there, you can chicken, grill, whatever you want, and it's always so fantastic. And yeah, I guess food.
Kurt Vonnegut likes food, everybody. I love that. Okay, I will have to say one of the things that I bring to this table definitely would be, I guess the same thing as Kenneth, where it's a smile. I think the way to connect to another person is through the smile, but there's an important part about smiling. You guys make eye contact. And so I think people will see through my eyes that I'm there with a full heart, I'm there to openly, proudly represent the Philippines, and I don't see my competitors as competitors. I see them as brothers that we're all bonding together, and then at the end of the day, no matter what happens, we've all won because we're together.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Eric from Hotman Philippines and Filipinas. This question is for Kurt Vonnegut here. During one of our interview, you mentioned that you are addicted to women. What's your approach to your competition this time around?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
aside from Philippines, like you mentioned before, another country that
What's up, my approach not winning in the context of being addicted to winning? No, of course not. Okay, I have to give you a little context. I'm not per se addicted to winning, but I'm journey-oriented person. Because once I put myself into a path, winning or the outcome of wherever you put yourself out there has so many great benefits. You know, because it keeps you grounded on a day-to-day basis. For example, right now, it's very simple for me. I have day X, September 25. I have to embody character, beauty, brain. So every single day I do multiple things that all keeps me grounded to that day. So that's why I'm addicted to winning, because it puts me on a trajectory where I'm so focused. I think that's something so grateful to be in. Like having that deep purpose that connects you to anything, everywhere you are. So my approach this time is, yes, I have more experience now coming into this new technique. So I take it a little bit with more grace, because I feel like the pressure is already there. I don't want to show on it, because there's a lot of expectation, there's a lot of pressure. If I listen to too much noise, especially in social media, it might get a little bit numbing. So the best thing that I can do is really keep my head down, focus on the things that I can control, and get enough sleep also. But most importantly, just be calm. Because I feel like at the end of the day, patients have this X factor to it that no matter how good you perform, no matter how good you are, it's not guaranteed that you will. Because at the end of the day, it's the jury that you have to, to tell the hey, this is why I want to do it. But beauty and beauty contest and all that regard is subjective. So I don't want to attach myself to winning because there's a light after it. There's a light after something. If I can look back to my journey that I did my all, and I did my best, I will be happy.
I know the question's for Kurt, but I wanted to add this on to what he's talking about. We don't lose. You know why? Because every loss isn't a loss, it's an opportunity to grow. So that is why we are winning. I think within the direction that he was talking about, he wants to take daily steps in his life to win every single day. Because at the end of the day, why would you want to lose? But you don't lose. It's through opportunity, through faith, and through that winning opportunity that you can become better.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Once again, that's our Mr. Pilipinas Cosmopolitan 2025, Ken Rosalino, Mr. Pilipinas International 2025, Kurt Bondag, and Mr. Pilipinas Global 2025, Mr. Jeff Palomo. And now that we've heard it from our gentlemen right here competing, it's time for us to view it from their support system. I'm talking about the brothers who are behind the scenes, behind the spotlight.